Hey everybody!
Hi!
Welcome to episode 19 of Tied Up with Strings, where we talk about some of our favorite things of the week in our crafting universe.
Yes, I like how we have our own universe.
Yes. It's the best universe.
Well, your name is.
Oh, yep. I'm Emma.
I'm Taylor.
So I am going first today,
yes.
And my thing is maybe a repeat. I think I might have done this one before, but it doesn't change. It doesn't change the fact that this is my favorite thing this week.
Yeah.
And that is Cast-Ons.
Oh, no, we haven't done that yet.
Okay. Well, casting on a new project.
So cute already!
I know.
Not to toot my own horn, but dang.
I know. So Taylor dyed this yarn for me. And it is for my no frills sweater by Petite Knits. And I've got this is my first time ever working with mohair. So I've got yeah. And there is just something so satisfying about casting on.
Yes.
I can definitely understand. I think there's a term for it. Something like cast-onitis or something like
Startitis?
Startitis, yes. So I can definitely see how people can get that, because as soon as I cast this on, I was like, that was lovely. Let's do it again.
Well, that's what Stephen West says. He talks about how, if you want to start something, you should, because you'll get more done if you're excited about what you're working on. So, there's no problem with doing that. I don't think I could do that endlessly, but I understand the riding the high of it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and the high definitely got me through. So the rib, so the collar on this is just a rib collar. And then, oh, excuse the noise. We got a new cat. Courtesy of the Modest. Thank you very much.
Well, hey, thank you.
Yeah, so just to be clear, Taylor's parents,
my mom has a soft spot for cats and stray cats, and this cat just needed a home. And but we were watching him for a little while as they went out of state, and Emma and Michael fell in love. Yeah, so he is trapped in here with me for now because we have another cat, and we want him to get used to. We want them to get used to each other's scents before we try and actually get them to interact. Anyway, so he's here making noise.
So he's here making noise. So if you hear we've got one of those little ball things that goes around in a circle. So if you hear background noise, that's going to be what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that starting, that high from getting started definitely got me through the first of this, because...
So you've already done the collar?
Yep, because the collar, so it's got a lower neck and a higher back. So the
the short rows?
Yeah, so I was having to do German short rows and raglan stitches at the same time.
Oh, gosh.
Because I needed to start my shoulder. And so oh man, it was only 10 rows, but it took me 5 hours.
But it got you through it.
But just the excitement of having just started this project got me through it.
Mm-hmm. Can you hold it up again? Just...
Yeah. Yep.
Wow. And your stitches look beautiful.
Thank you.
So, yeah.
I apparently, and this has happened to me every time I think that I've tried to do a swatch. I am great with stitch gauge. My which is the more important one. My stitch gauge is always really good, but I had 5 more rows than the row gauge called for.
Weird.
But I can't. But you can't. If I were to go down or up a needle side, it would
ruin the other,
gauge, which is more important. So,
well, if you have something that's a little longer, it's fine.
Yep.
Because usually it'll be knit until it reaches 17 inches from the armpit or whatever.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
You should be fine anyway.
Yep.
Okay, so my thing this week, I have a visual, but it's having knits to go around. So this is our winter box.
Oh.
When I was growing up, there was a hallway closet by our front door, and there was a tub at the back of the closet that just had hats and scarves and gloves and just random stuff in it. And we would just grab out of it before we went out and played. Like, we got our own stuff, but you know how kids lose everything. And you want, like, 5 layers when you're going out in January in Michigan to play in the snow. So we'd have, like, 3 layers of gloves and stuff. I mean, we would pull from the winter box. So, of course, I started our own winter box with these mittens, which fit me, but literally no other human. Well, they will when I have kids, but, like, I have small hands. So, of course, they fit me. But, anyway, when I was in Chicago this weekend visiting my cousin, so it's my cousin by marriage, Nick's cousin, Becca, with all of the women on that side of the family, we were walking around Chicago because she's a musician in Chicago and she sings at a really fancy steakhouse. So if you're looking for a very good place to eat, but a very expensive place to eat in Chicago, go to Mastro's because it's a fantastic place and it was a great experience, and I'm so glad my mother-in-law paid for my dinner. Even though I ordered the cheapest thing and it was still $13. So anyway, we were walking around Chicago and I had brought with me 2 sets of knitwear because I had to color coordinate. So I had a shawl to cover that gap in my coat, I had a hat, and I had mittens. But the thing is, I get warm after a while and, like, I don't need them. So somebody would be like, oh man, my hands are cold, and I would just pull these out of my pocket and just give them to them, you know, to wear until we got into whatever thing. And, like, Robin wore my hat for a while, I added a pom-pom to it, I think it looks really good. Everybody tried on my thrummed mittens, people wore, like, my shawls and things like that. So, like, I just like having this stuff to let people enjoy for whatever time, because I can enjoy it whenever I want, but it's nice to be able to pass it around sometimes. So that's my thing.
Aww. Lovely.
Okay, so, where can they find you?
You can find me at Emily Knits on Instagram, and then all my other links for, like, Ravelry and all that, they're down below. What about you?
You can find me at all the links down below, chiefly at catsockfibers.com. We are adding a bunch of new stuff in the next couple weeks in terms of, like, the accessories. So needle rolls and needle cozies, a lot more are going to be going up soon, as well as hand-sculpted progress keepers, miniature. Let me grab one. Hold on. Ugh. Miniature food as well. So a little cherry cheesecake.
Oh, so cute.
That's the other thing, is I gave everybody a charm.
Oh.
So they all had them on their, like, bags and stuff. It was very cute. So yeah, a bunch of new stuff is going up in the shop soon, so keep an eye out, especially at the Cast-Ons Fibers Instagram page, where I update a lot.
Great.
All right.
All right. See you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.